Hi, I'm Jacinta Yang. Welcome. This is Beneath the Calm, a space for people to feel safe and feel better, to think clearer, and a space for mental wellness in the daily lives. The show is all about supporting you and how to navigate through mental wellness and connect with yourself. Whether you're feeling stuck or feeling stressed or just simply finding a better way to connect with yourself and finding space to find ways to help yourself to feel better and uplift yourself, this space is for you. For today's premiere, I have invited Sam Lebowitz to uh, explore and share this space with you and how I got here today. And I hope this has a lot to offer you. Alongside with this show, I'm also host of Self-Aware Soul on Spotify, YouTube channel, Adjacent the Healing Arts, where I share meditation, guided meditation, healing practices, as well as tips on how to empower yourself. And together we will explore why this space matters. And I'm looking forward to join this journey with you. And just so you know that the insights and tools that I share here are strictly for to empower yourself. And if you have any concerns, this is strictly for personal growth. If you have any concerns, it's best to seek out professional help. Thank you. And I'd like to introduce Sam.
Thank you so much, Jacinta. It's a pleasure to be here with you for the premiere of your new show, Beneath the Calm. I'm very honored that you asked me to join you here so that I can help to interview you as opposed to you interviewing someone else. So let's start off the conversation with how about you tell us a little bit about your background and sort of let people know like where you came from and how did you come to have a business known as Jacinta Healing Arts and what got you on your path that brought you to where you are today.
Well, it's been quite a journey for me. I never imagined 30 years ago that I'll be doing what I'm doing today. I'm a floral designer and have been for 40 years. Along the way, my health took turn for the worse, and I've gone through many health crises, which
What
led me to
what kind of health crisis?
I I went through 8 different surgeries
Mm,
from bowel repair to a lump in my breast
mm,
and tumor in my uterus. You name it. My friend used to tease me, is there anything that you didn't have? Like
mm,
health condition. Um, Basically, I've tried everything because I suffered from chronic pain daily, which is very debilitating, which made it very difficult for me to really function or even have quality of life. And basically, you can say the doctor gave up on me, and traditional treatment and pain medication wasn't helping. So I started to seek alternative therapies
mhm,
from Chinese traditional medicine to acupuncture to Reiki and the reflexology. Eventually, I think when I found Reiki, which was introduced to me by a client while I was working in the flower shop, And I started going, and I noticed that I wasn't making a regular trip to the hospital. Otherwise, before it was a monthly visit.
Oh, wow.
It was a monthly visit where I practically have to leave my door open just in case I have to call an ambulance to take me to the hospital.
Mm,
And so it dawned on me that there probably was something to Reiki.
mm,
And I decided that maybe I'm going to learn more about it, educate myself, and possibly learn to do Reiki for others so that
hmm.
maybe I can help other people with their ailments as it has
Right.
helped me. After taking the course in Reiki, I decided to take reflexology course as well because I that's also another uh, therapy that I've also tried, which was helpful.
Hmm.
And as a child, I guess I intuitively knew somehow, I don't know how, but I just knew. And whenever my sisters used to feel uh, unwell, and then I would work on their feet.
Uh-huh.
And she was to have sinus issues, and it seems to help relieve her
Mm.
sinus congestion. And so I thought, okay, maybe I can just combine the two. But over the years, I stumbled upon crystal healing, and
Mm.
that really changed my life. Crystal healing. I started making gem elixirs and start treating myself. And that's what actually got me out of a lot of the medication I was on. I was
Oh,
on
really?
opioids. And initially, my doctor kind of made fun of me and said, I will give you a rock from my garden. So I said to him, you make fun of me now, but I need you to help me to work with me. And this is what I'm going to do. And he was actually good enough to follow
Uh,
what I requested. So it started out with I was on heart medication, blood pressure medication, treatment to shrink the tumor that was in my ureter
mm.
because I was termed high risk for any surgery because I actually nearly died. They had to revive me.
Mm.
And after that surgery, basically all surgeons were warned off not to even
Uh,
consider cutting me open because they said I could die at the operating table.
uh,
And so I was put on this treatment to shrink the tumor that was in my ureter because
mm.
I ended up with kidney obstruction.
Mm.
And once I started with the crystal healing, I prepared gem elixirs.
Yeah, when you say crystal healing, what exactly do you mean by that?
Actually, they are gemstone crystals like
Mhm.
quartz. There's amethyst, rose quartz, different type of crystals that can be used for different ailments.
Hmm.
And so that's what I started with. And slowly I eventually stopped the treatment shots that I used to have to shrink the tumor.
Uh,
And the doctor was saying, it's risky for you to stop that because you'll end up having a kidney obstruction again. So I said, well, why don't I try this? If I have any issues, then you can send me for tests. And if the tumor has grown, you can put me back on. But
hmm.
until then, we'll just do the way I'm going to do it.
Okay.
And then we stopped the 26 nerve blocker shot that I used to get weekly for the chronic pain that I suffered.
Ah, okay.
I stopped that, and then 6 months later, I guess just before 6 months, my doctor said, you need to go back to the pain clinic, otherwise I'll have to start a new referral. So I said, well, I said, look at me. When have you seen me this well?
Hmm.
And he did look at me and he said, "It's true. You look better than you have all those years."
Hmm.
So, so I said, "No, I'm not going to go back to the pain clinic for the shots that I was." Plus, on top of that, I was also prescribed strong narcotic pain medication
Oh.
and nerve pain medication.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, I weaned myself out of that. Then my next was to get myself out of the heart medication that I was on.
Yeah,
And
that's not easy to get off of.
yeah, it was twice a day. So I started with once a day. And then he said, "You can't just stop that." I said, "Well, I did." I said, "I'm on one now." And then next was my blood pressure medication. And during that time also was reducing the dosage of my thyroid medication because I have hypothyroidism.
Oh, wow.
So I went from 175 milligram to now 0.025 milligram.
Wow.
And I'm no longer on heart medication and
Hmm.
I'm no longer on blood pressure medication. So the only thing that I'm on now is my thyroid and cholesterol.
Wow. Wow. That's amazing. So, over what period of time did it take you to come off of your medications?
I would say 6 months to a year.
Oh, that
It was a
quickly.
that it was a gradual because I guess I wasn't going to risk suddenly
Hmm.
feeling off, right? So,
Right.
and that's what I did.
And when you say you used crystal elixirs, what exactly are those?
It's basically charging the water with crystals.
Mm-hmm.
So there are different types of crystals. Some crystals are safe to be immersed in water,
Mm-hmm.
and usually those would be quartz crystals.
Mm-hmm.
It could be rose quartz or amethyst or clear quartz. Those are safe to go in water. There are
Right.
some crystals that are not safe to be immersed
Mm-hmm.
in water, so you'll just place it beside the water, but it'll
Okay.
using a clear um, glass container
Okay. And
vessels to.
so were there specific crystals you were using like to help you get off
Yeah,
heart medicine?
yeah.
Which crystals were that?
That will be it could be any green crystals like jade or green aventurine. So we have seven different points, right? They, as people
Right.
call it, chakra, or
Mm-hmm.
you can call it the spiritual points. So each chakra has a color,
Mm-hmm.
and according to that color, the crystal that of those color will actually resonate with the area
Mm-hmm.
of your body.
Mm-hmm.
So, but most are like clear quartz is a crystal that is not only amplifies the other
Mm-hmm.
crystals, but it's also one that you can actually set an intention
Mm-hmm.
to the crystal for what you want it to work.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say if you don't have any other crystals, you just
Mm-hmm.
have clear quartz, you can actually place your intention of what you want it to heal.
Mm-hmm.
I know it doesn't make any sense, um, but I guess for me, I used to be a very logical person. I like to make sense of everything. But I guess going into this journey of alternate healing and a spiritual path, um, logic, there's no room for logic, I guess.
No room for logic. All right, great.
No.
Well, we're coming up on a break. So, why don't we go to break? And when we come back, let's talk about what was the inspiration for you to start this show, and maybe we'll talk about, some of your books. Okay? All right, wonderful. So everyone, please stay tuned. You're listening to the premiere episode of Beneath the Calm with Jacinta Yang, and we'll be right back.
Are you a conscious co creator? Are you on a quest to raise your vibration and your consciousness? I'm Sam Leibowitz, your conscious consultant, and on my show, The Conscious Consultant Hour Awakening Humanity, we will touch upon all these topics and more. Listen live at our new time on Thursdays at 12 noon Eastern Time. That's The Conscious Consultant Hour Awakening Humanity, Thursdays 12 noon on TalkRadio.nyc.
Are you a high-achieving, growth-oriented leader? Are you interested in developing your authentic leadership while creating a healthy, inclusive workplace? Hi, I'm Dr. Mira Brancu, host of The Hard Skills on TalkRadio.nyc at 5 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays, where we discuss how leaders develop the hard skills needed to make a greater impact. We interview experts, have live coaching, and tackle these challenges. Listen to The Hard Skills on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern on TalkRadio.nyc.
Are you a purpose-driven individual looking for deeper healing, clarity, and growth? Welcome to the Expansion Room, a transformative space for purpose-driven individuals. I'm Siobhan Larice, host, licensed therapist, and coach. Join me every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on TalkRadio.nyc.
You're listening to Talk Radio NYC. Uplift, educate, empower.
Thank you. Welcome back.
All right, so let's continue the conversation. So, just into last episode, you talked a bit about your healing journey, your work with Reiki and crystal healing. What really inspired you to start this show, Beneath the Calm?
Wow. Actually, it was more at the request of clients and participants at workshops, and I was at a conference and I did a guided meditation, a very brief one to start off the conference.
Mm-hmm.
And at that conference, people came up to me and said it was very enlightening and that I should be on podcasts.
Ah,
Mind you, at that was about a year and a half ago, I think.
okay.
And I have no digital technical skills, and I thought, oh God, I I don't know how I can get into that. Anyhow, most of my clients, they feel that people need to find me
Hmm.
because of the impact that I was having on their lives, and that I should be found.
Hmm.
And to come out on a live show today, as you can see, I'm really nervous. And it's really nerve-wracking for me to be actually speaking, recording. But I guess for me, I really want to make a change, make an impact, and if I can help improve anyone's lives, and if this is what I need to do, then I need to come out of my comfort zone, my
Hmm.
shell that I like to hide in sometimes.
Yeah.
So I had a mentor who was basically trying to teach me the basic digital skills,
Okay.
how to navigate on the computer. So I
Uh-huh.
said to her, "Okay, this is what I'm told. I'm told I should go on a podcast. I'm told I should have a YouTube channel, and I need you to help me." And so I had a twice a week session learning how
Oh.
to adopt the digital skills into my life.
Mm.
And I guess the first video I created on YouTube took me 3 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, oh my God, how am I going to do this if it's going to take me this long? Anyhow, long story short, my mentor, she was really great. She said, Jacinta, I've never met anyone who is just so eager to learn and put it into practice right away.
Mm.
That's why she was so happy to guide me, teach
Mm.
me everything that I need to know to create my videos and also to get me on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I think that's basically what led me here. And then I was told, Jacinta, you need to go on live. And I thought, oh, that was another decade. As you can see, when I first came on, I could barely keep my mouth open or even
Yeah.
get
You're
my
doing
words
fine.
out.
You're doing fine, darling. Just speak up. We just want to hear you better. That's all.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately, that's how
Um,
I'm
but
trying.
you're doing wonderful. You're doing wonderful. So, I mean, besides having this show, you've also written several books. What have you written books about?
It's about life, actually. There's 3 books I've published. One is Take Charge, Reclaim Your Life, and Be Your True Self.
Mm-hmm.
When that was published, that was basically, I guess the reason I wrote that book was at least for 20 years, people have been telling me, Jacinta, you need to write your story to inspire others of
Mm.
all that you have gone through and overcame. And here you are, still
Mm.
kicking
Mm-hmm.
and running. So I tried, but at that time, I guess timing was not right. So the words wasn't flowing.
Okay.
Um, Eventually, I guess during the lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
and I start to write. And initial was going to be like a biography, but then I shift gear and say no. I'm going to use my life story as a guide
Mm.
to how to inspire others to overcome challenges, fears, and things like that. So I decided to change the title.
Mm-hmm.
Take charge, reclaim your life, and be your true self.
Mm-hmm.
But my rough draft that I started to write my book was Born into a Prison. I guess that
Mm.
is the title because that's what I felt coming from the culture that I'm from and also the country I lived in. It was
Mm.
very, restricted.
Mm-hmm.
And as I mentioned before, my marriage was also arranged.
Oh, it was arranged marriage.
Yeah. So, um, but of course, that wasn't very healthy
Yeah.
marriage. So I decided to leave, and I guess I broke free from the culture,
Mm.
the norm, I want to call it, to make sure I take care of myself, my life.
Yeah.
And so that's what that was about. And when that came out, my clients, who knows a little bit about my gifts as an empath, and said, okay, Jacinta, we need to hear about your spiritual journey. We need your story on your spiritual journey.
Ah.
So that's why I wrote the second book, and the advantages and disadvantage of being an empath, to live
Ah.
with the gifts that I have. That was also a challenge to learn how
Mm-hmm.
to navigate through the experiences that I felt
Mm-hmm.
and how to not let it affect my life.
Mm.
So that book became like a guidebook to help other empaths to become an empowered empath. Because
Ah.
there are many people that have similar gifts and don't know why they're experiencing what they're experiencing.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do experience people's pains and emotion in our own body.
Mm-hmm.
And no doctor can tell us what is wrong, because there really isn't anything wrong, because we were picking up the energy of those people that are suffering.
Right. Right.
So that became that guidebook. And the third book is called Let Your Heart Speak, Truth Lies Within. And
Mm.
this was inspired by the work that I was doing with my client, the Healing Journey program,
Mm-hmm.
where I guide people to go on a deeper path of self-awareness
Mm.
and understanding your own emotions and trusting yourself and learning to actually speak what is really in our heart and our mind, because
Yeah.
a lot of the misunderstanding arises because people are not really saying what they are thinking, feeling, or what they mean.
Right. Right.
And so it affects relationships,
Mm-hmm.
which I found while working with the clients. So I try to help client to be okay with just speaking your truth and be your
Mm.
authentic self. And and so that's how the the third book was born. So
Wow.
each of these books are it reflects on my own personal journey, life lessons that I have
Mm.
learned along the way, which I now share with others in the hopes that it can also help and inspire them to take charge of their life and live an authentic life
Mm.
and take down the mask that we so often wear.
Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful. Wonderful. Just out of curiosity, are you working on a fourth book, or is three books more than enough for you?
Oh no, I think I will probably let life guide me.
Okay.
Need to be written, what need to be shared. What mind you, there is a fourth book brewing in my head right now.
So there is. Okay. I had a feeling, because once you get started, I know as a fellow writer, it's like once you write that first book, it's like you're always itching to write more.
Yeah, actually, when I first started writing blog for my website, one of my mentor asked me, uh, "Are you ever going to be out of topics?" I said, "Well, life never stops.
Yep.
Life never stops
Yep.
giving you lessons." And I guess if I just follow the life journey, it will tell me what I need to share.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go. Okay. It's time for us to take our next break. Um, and so when we come back, let's talk about who you're really looking to serve now, and where you're placing your focus, these days. Okay. All right. Wonderful. So everybody, you're listening to Beneath the Calm with Jacinta Yang, and we will be right back.
Misalignment within your sales team or with a client stalls deals and creates unnecessary friction for you and the client, resulting in up to 37% lower win rate. If you're in pre-sales, sales management, or sales enablement, and you'd like to increase revenues, win rate, margins, client satisfaction, and stay competitive, this show is for you. Hi, I'm Art Fromm, host of the Making Seamless Sales Show. Please join me live Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern on TalkRadio.nyc.
Hey everybody, it's Tommy D, the Nonprofit Sector Connector, coming at you from my attic. Each week here on TalkRadio.nyc, I host the program Philanthropy in Focus. Nonprofits impact us each and every day, and it's my focus to help them amplify their message and tell their story. Listen each week at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on TalkRadio.nyc.
Hi, I'm Linda Marcanico. The A Train to Sedona is a memoir about my journey to love and compassion. It's also the name of my new broadcast on Wednesdays at 12 noon. When we are spiritual, we embrace possibilities and ideas, which strengthen our mind, body, spirit, health, and wisdom. On the A Train to Sedona broadcast, I plan to interview guests who embrace these expansive practices. Join us on Wednesdays at 12 noon on Talk Radio New York City.
You're listening to Talk Radio NYC at www.talkradio.nyc. Now broadcasting 24 hours a day.
So, Jacinta, we've talked about your healing journey, your books, and since you've written your books, you've kind of made a little bit of shift in your focus of who you're working with and who you want to work with. Let's talk about that a little bit. Who are you looking to work with now, mostly?
Men.
Mm-hmm.
I
Now, in these kinds of topics, healing and spiritual stuff, it tends to attract a lot more women than men. Why do you focus on men?
True. I guess I've been working with mainly women, I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Although I do have some male clients, and well, men usually don't talk much. They usually suffer in silence. Although I think I was working with a gentleman whose family was also my client. And I guess the approach that came about is more like, someone to talk to, getting a feedback of what he was experiencing. And during those times, I realized that he was actually going through abuse to his partner. But of course, he didn't recognize that as being abused. It was just merely everyday thing. This is a problem I'm dealing with. Um, but gradually, I think I can't say exactly how it came about, but we were able to help him recognize that, this is actually abuse.
Mm.
And it was not easy for him to acknowledge that because I guess there's a stigma or cultural, a societal expectation of men to be strong, to be able to handle everything and not complain.
Mm.
But there are a lot of men that are really genuinely kind-hearted, caring, and having those roles, they can become an easy target for abuse.
Yeah.
So it didn't actually quite dawn on me at that time, but I think somewhere in the back of my mind, I have observed some people close to me
Mm-hmm.
also suffered in silence.
Yeah.
And I think when I spoke to some clients, different clients, and they kind of shared too that they have, family members that are men
Right.
also going through some stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't really have enough support system out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe they are starting to have some more now, But I think what I want to try to do is break that silence and let men know that, they're just as human. They're just like us, women.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
We go through similar challenges. And why
Mm.
should it be any different that they have to be the strong one?
Mm.
They have to be the one to suffer. I
Mm.
mean, they are just as entitled to live a happy life, free from, being abused or taken advantage of, or, their mental health is just as significantly important as ours.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I want to try to make that change, to make that kind of stigma to kind of go away,
Mm.
or lessen that cultural expectation that the men have to be strong all the time,
Mm. Mm.
and that all the responsibility should be on men. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think, society has changed so much over the years, as you know. Women
Yes.
are also starting to take the role, to be the provider, supporter.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I'm saying that I would like to create a safe space for men doesn't mean I'm ignoring women, because there are a lot of women also um, play the role like men does. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there are some of us, I would include myself,
Mm-hmm.
that there was a time that, I feel like I need to be the strong one, I have to be the quiet one.
Right. Right.
So I'm in that category.
Mm.
Well, you know,
Yeah, it's kind of what you're talking about is more masculine energy versus feminine energy.
yes,
And we all have both, but
yes,
it's more like which energy are we embodying more than the
yes,
other?
yes.
So I'm curious, since you've worked both with men and women, w- is there any kind of difference in working with men versus women? Do you take a different approach? Is it similar?
Oh, that's such a great question. Let me see if I know how to answer it the way um, you want me to. But I think
You answer it any way you want to.
I um, I don't think of any. Uh, I don't believe in any particular approach is a way.
Mm-hmm.
I just let my guidance lead me to help each individual
Mm.
on the path the way it need to go. So I don't have a set plan. I don't
Mm.
have a program set for men or set for women
Mm.
or anyone. The matter. It's just if each individual is unique,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I'll approach it. So
Mm.
I can't really say if there's any particular approach. It's just like, when you're teaching kids, you cannot, I know in classroom you teach them everybody the same, but all the students may not absorb the same way.
Right.
So it has to be customized.
Mm.
And of course, there are some things which um, can be generalized. So that would be, I'll do a workshop.
Mm.
And
Right. So it's
hope that,
very much, I guess, the approach you take is specific to the individual. It's
yeah,
not you follow these 5 steps, no matter who it is. It's, what's your particular situation like? What's your particular
yeah,
healing path like?
yeah. And then everybody connects to the healer differently, right?
Yes.
So if the individual can connect with me, then of course it's easier to work with them,
Mm-hmm.
because they can understand what I'm sharing and I can
Mm-hmm.
understand what they're sharing. So yeah, there's no cookie cutter approach.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I wonder if you can maybe give us an example of a client who you helped to heal to just kind of highlight, how you work and highlight what kind of results are actually possible doing this kind of work.
Oh, when I started this healing practice, it all started out with geared towards helping people with their chronic pain, because that's what
Mm,
I I suffered from, and that was
yeah.
my hope, to help relieve other people's chronic pain. Little did I know where it was going to lead me today.
Mm, yeah.
But because of the way I worked with my client, they were not a transaction for me. They were
Mm,
people that I wanted to really genuinely help with their aches and pains or whatever. So, we get to know each other, we talk,
hmm
and before you know it, I was guiding them through their emotional struggles.
mm,
And then one thing led to another, to me uh, mentoring empaths. Um, and it just when I look back on different scenarios of different uh, types of situation I was dealing with, I at first it didn't strike me as much, but I just was going with the flow and doing the healing, guided by my intuition, what was the best, and seeing the transformation happening, and seeing people are happier. Even you can see in their photographs the
mm,
glow,
yeah.
and I notice it. But then when I kind of mentioned to them that this is what I noticed, I see a difference. And so they would acknowledge that everybody else around them noticed that.
Ah.
And so I started with the Healing Journey program. I do have assignments for the clients.
hmm
So I added to that assignment taking a picture of yourself before and after
Ah.
to see
Okay.
a difference. And it really does show a difference. And most of the most common thing that people experience is feeling of calm,
Ah.
um, the ability to manage anger, or
hmm
actually, in some cases, anger is almost way down at the bottom,
Mm,
and the ability to think more positively.
mm,
Those are some of the uh, things that I heard my clients say, and they
mm,
able to think clearly
hmm
and manage stress as if they are not really stressed. Okay, the
hmm
stress, okay, how do I approach it? So it doesn't really cause a trigger,
hmm
right? But now, when coming on this show and thinking of guests I should have on my
hmm
show, and of course, it make me think of who should I invite.
hmm
And it brought me back to way back when I first started my
Ah.
healing practice as a Reiki practitioner.
hmm
You can say I was very new,
hmm
newly graduated Reiki practitioner.
Uh-huh.
And I worked on a friend of mine, and she vibrated so much that it totally scared me. I thought she was having a seizure. But it was a release. What Reiki
Yeah.
does is release all the,
Yeah.
you can say, negative emotions. I say to my client, what Reiki does is just remove all the gunk inside of you.
Mm,
So I would like to say her session, I think now is transformational, because at that time she was still in school and going to study to be a early childhood educator.
Ah,
But the Reiki session, what it did, it changed her life. And
ah,
she's now doing healing.
ah.
She gave up the ECE program,
Mm-hmm.
went into healing.
Wow.
And that was about 20 odd years ago.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
she's still doing it. And she's, yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
And the other incident, I was referred to a client who was going through issue with her relationship, and I was saying, I'm not really a marriage counselor, but I can try to help
Mm-hmm.
the person that is in front of me.
Mm.
And I guess helping them to accept themselves, who they are, to become more self-aware. When you're
Right.
self-aware, then you know what are your triggers and what makes you happy, and accept yourself for who you are, and that helps to build confidence. And
Mm.
also what Reiki does, it does calm you. So when you're interacting with people, it's not as volatile,
Uh-huh.
right? Or
Right.
you can say the anger usually simmers down,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and then
Wonderful.
speaking truth.
Mm-hmm. All right, great. So it's time to take our last break of the show. When we come back, let's talk about what your intention is behind this show, what people can expect, and what you hope people can get from your show. Okay?
Thank you.
All right, wonderful. Everybody, please stay tuned. You're listening to Beneath the Calm with Jacinta Yang, and we'll be right back to finish it all up.
On Frank About Health, we're not just talking healthcare. We're managing disruption and innovation. Over the last 4 years, I've taken you from epilepsy and COVID to mental health, caregiving, and now the front lines of healthcare transformation. Stay tuned for a healthier future as we bring on the innovators, professionals, storytellers, and advocates who show you how to own your healthcare every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time on TalkRadio.nyc.
Ready to serve up success with a splash? Hi, I'm Bruce Kramer, a.k.a. the Corporate Cockroach.
I'm the Renaissance woman, Angie Snowball.
And I'm your strategy doctor, Dr. Navtej Desange, inviting you to serving up success with a splash.
Join us as we shake things up with real talk and real strategies centered around awareness, action, and accountability.
And yes, there really is a cocktail involved. Please join us and sip your way to success.
Serving up success with a splash, where wisdom meets happy hours. Cheers!
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 You're listening to Talk Radio NYC at www.talkradio.nyc. Now broadcasting 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. Okay. So, you're calling this show Beneath the Calm. Where does that title come from?
Well, I guess I was really trying to understand what I should call this show. And I struggle with it because I wanted to be sure that it made sense to
Okay.
what I'm trying to do. When I thought of, trying to work to create a space for men. And when I think about that, men usually like to keep a calm exterior, but inside they're struggling. And so I thought, beneath the calm.
Okay.
And also the calm is a conversation about life matters.
Hmm.
So
Oh, CALM,
yes.
conversation about life matters. Got it. And what do you hope people take away from the show? What do you hope your listeners gain from listening to your show each week?
My hope is that I like to be able to share some insights or tools that people can take away to help themselves in their daily life. Whether it's little tips here to find way to overcome your fears, or tools to how to manage to overcome struggles, challenges in life, and find a way to just carry on and not let life hit you hard and bring you down. Or at least if you get knocked down, then the tools that I hope to offer can help them, help them to pick themselves up easily so they don't have to stay down.
Yeah, because you've been knocked down a number of times in your own life, haven't you?
Yes, both with my health
Mm-hmm.
and also life itself. I've been
Mm-hmm.
knocked down, but fortunately for me, I guess I was very in tune to my intuition, and I went in and just followed the guidance and just kept going. I guess my friends, my family used to call me stubborn, but I call it determination.
Mm.
So when my doctor told me that I was going to die slowly and painfully, I decided, no, the disease is not going to get me. I'm going to get it. So even if a little bit um, of my experience that I share and how I got up, if it can help guide somebody else, then I think that's what the show will serve its purpose. And I think the main thing, what I like my listeners to know is that this is a place where it's safe. There's no judgment, because that's what I was told by my client, that what they feel when they come to see me or talk to me, they feel safe and they don't feel judged. And it meant a lot to me to hear that. And because I really don't judge anybody, it's just,
Right.
okay, this is what you're going through. Let's find a solution.
Yeah.
Let's work together and see how to get over this hump.
Yeah. So we just got a couple of minutes left to the show. What would you say is the biggest lesson you've learned from your own path that you want your listeners to know?
The biggest thing, well, nothing stays forever.
Hmm.
So if you have challenges, it's not going to stick with you forever.
Hmm.
It will pass. Like, there's a saying, this too shall pass.
Yes.
So I guess whenever we are faced with any situation, just know it's not going to stick around for too long. The best thing to do is just address it, look at it, and find a solution, and move forward, rather than thinking, oh my God, why is this happening to me? It's not happening to you, it's just happening. Right?
Right.
So this is happening. What can I do?
Right.
What shall I do? So I guess for my own personal experiences, I don't think it's why is this happening? It's just, okay, what can I do?
Yeah.
What must I do?
Yeah.
What are the steps I need to take to get through this.
Okay.
So no self-pity.
Yes. Very, very valuable lesson indeed. So you're going to be doing this show weekly every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Any final words before we close out the show? Anything you want to let your listeners know?
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for being here with me today. And thank you, Sam, for kickstarting this show with me. And as you can see, that I do have struggle speaking louder than I am. That's everybody's challenge of listening to me. But, I guess when I'm right in the zone, when I'm doing workshop, thank goodness, I'm able to speak louder. But yeah, I like to hope that I can be that space for everyone, not only just men, but everyone. And anytime, anything I can do to help share insights, a little gem to help to light your path in your life, I'll be glad to do that. Thank you. And thank you for joining today.
Thank you. All right. Best of luck with your show, Jacinta. I look forward to seeing and listening to your future episodes.
Thank you. I know.
All right. Take care, everyone.